Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Got so many wires going on. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. How do you like the announcements? Like, going live and letting you know like half an hour, at least half an hour in advance. Kind of was a little bit more today, which was kind of nice. I'll tell you what, I've been doing lives for a little bit, and I would say my number one challenge now is coming up with a good title. Sometimes writing out the title takes me more time to prepare for the live. I'm not kidding. But so to come up with a little flyer that tells you when I'm going to go live, like 30 minutes, half an hour before, it kind of helps me just get rid of the title situation, Team Money in the house. What's going on? Hey, how do you like that? Right on time. Like right on American time. Very good. So I had to quickly change, because I had this audition today. I don't know if you saw my clip. I don't know. I think it went pretty well. Simon, I think, really liked me. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys go and check it out. See if I'm. You like that, Team Money? See if I did good on that audition. It was tough. I had to like change and get. It was tough. You think auditions are easy because I'm going live, but it was tough, So anyway, for those of you who watched it and gave me love, thank you. I really appreciate that. I am going to tell you this. I've been talking about, yeah, I've been talking about like playing bigger and, showing up with more percentage, if you would, if you watch the other lives and all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you this. I am going to level up on my reels. I'm just saying. So if you watched any of my reels, any of my skits, I'm about to level up. I'm about to throw myself out there. Basically, I'm about to just throw my personality out there. So some of you guys know me, I'm just gonna throw my personality. I'm just gonna have fun with this stuff. So I'm definitely gonna up my skits on my reels. So anyway, I thought I'd loosen you up before I hit you with the message here, and the message is gonna be it's gonna be pretty impactful. Okay, if you're joining me live, let me know. Oh, Jenny's here. Yeah, let me know you're here, because I don't know who's here unless you comment, right? So if you want to tag and share, do this. This would be a good time. I am going to tell you this. I will be pitching at the end of this live. So if you don't like pitches, I will pitch you at the end of this live. But I will give you this. You don't need your money for this pitch. Okay. Lisa, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. I think it's your first time joining me. Oh boy. Oh goodness. It's gonna be it may get hot in here. It may get You like that one? I had to audition today. I'm telling you, I had to go change and it's like I have been wanting to do that skit for a long time. And I tell you this, the editing part of that, because I wanted it to be just on fire, basically, right? So the editing part of that skit took a while. Like took more than the actual singing part of it, but the editing, because I just wanted it nailed in, and I think T Money went and checked the original. I'm actually very surprised. T Money, I'm gonna drop something on you right now. T Money, I'm very surprised that there is a very significant element in that skit, and I'm so surprised you didn't catch that. I'm telling you, you may be slipping. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. So I feel that was fun, but I'm very surprised, Team Money. I'm surprised you didn't catch that. So you may want to go back and check to see if you catch, or any of you, if any of you catches that. There's a giveaway on that skit. I wanted it to be there, so anyway, so if you got that skit, I appreciate you. I thank you. Comment, share, do what you got to do. If you watched it to the end, thank you for the stars, Jenny. I appreciate you. If you watched it to the end, drop end, or no, don't drop end. Like drop hearts or something in the comments, because how can you not watch that to the end? Like Simon said at the end, I love what he says. It's so stupid. I love it. Anyway, let me get to the message tonight. But thank you. I appreciate that. I am going to level up my reels for sure. So stay tuned for tomorrow's skit. I'm already working on it. So for those of you who join me now, for those of you who join me or joining me for the first time, because I'm doing these flyers now where I invite people half an hour, at least a half an hour before. So if you're joining me for the first time, I appreciate you for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can teach you guys that. I just use the app and see. Yeah, that's fun. So yeah, so if you're joining me live now for the first time, I appreciate you guys. I've been going live for a long time, for a while now. I started in January 1st, 2019 to challenge myself for 1 year. I'm going to give it to you real quick. For 1 year, because I stutter, and I figured this is going to be a really good challenge for myself. So I put myself out there for 1 year. I told myself I'm going to do 365 lives. I'm going to do this real fast because I want to get to the message here. For those, but some of you are really brand new. You have no idea about my life. So decided to go and challenge myself out there for 365 lives. I ended up doing 369 lives that year. I ended up doing, actually a couple of days, I ended up doing 2 more lives. And I even did my lives when I drove cross country from Michigan all the way back to California, Orange County. I just all kinds of stuff. So I've committed to these lives, right? This is, I don't know the number now, but I am over 1,540 lives in a row, every single day. I haven't missed one. So I'm just going with it. So welcome. So thank you. I am gonna be, Shokufejun, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So I am gonna pitch you at the end. I normally don't pitch, but I'm gonna tell you, thank you, I appreciate that. So I am gonna pitch you at the end, but I told you, this pitch, you do not need money for this pitch. Just warning you. I'm warning you. All right. Oh, thank you. Good to see you guys. All right. So I titled this, there are 2 types of people when it comes to noise, right? Like, I'll give you this. T-Money is great at picking up background noise. I'm telling you, like like I've done lives for a long time, and there's been a lot of background noise at times, and he's picked them up all, right? So there's people that pick up those noises really well. You got those sharp-eared people. You know what I'm talking about? You could be talking to somebody like, and then somebody 3 miles away, they can say, oh yeah, I know exactly what they said. It's like, how in the, what the, right? And then you got those people that you could be like having a speaker in their mouth, right into their ears, screaming at the top of your lungs. And it's like, and it's not because they're deaf, physically deaf, and just like, what, right? You feel me? Am I the only one, or has encountered people like that in his life? Because I'm pretty sure these people walk around like you probably met them too. So there's two types of people. That's funny. There are two types of people who appreciate noise, right? Somebody says, "Ah, that's too loud. Could you turn that down, please?" Somebody else says, "Oh, you know what? Could you raise it up?" Like when my parents come over and we watch Persian series, and this is the only time I'm watching it because I'm not really. It's like I have to turn up the volume really loud for my mom, especially, right? That's not how loud I normally have it for myself. So different volumes match different people, right? But that's not the noise I'm talking about. That is not the noise I am talking about tonight. That's not it. The reason why, there's always going to be a noise, a sound, like that whole thing about and this is the noise and sound are two different things, but this is an illustration of an example. I just want to give you this. If a tree falls in a forest, is there a sound? Okay. And it doesn't matter if you hear it or not. The question is there a sound, right? And the answer is yes, of course there's a sound. It just doesn't matter if I hear it or not. You can't deny something you don't see and you don't hear just for that reason, right? Sometimes that doesn't even make sense. If somebody says, if a tree falls in a forest, is there a sound? You're like, oh, I wasn't there. I don't know. It's like, what? If somebody tells you, I was on the 20th floor of a building, and somebody decided to throw themselves off, what do you think they happened to them? You're not gonna say, well, I don't know, I wasn't there. It's like, are they okay? So the noise I'm talking about is this noise. Two types of people. There are those who make noise. They're the ones who are loud. They're the ones screaming, talking, preaching, throwing it out there. They're the ones making noise. There's some who make noise. Those I call noise makers. They make noise. That would kind of make sense, right? Noise makers. I tell you what though, there's a whole different crowd. And those are noise takers. See, the reason why you hear noise is because you are quiet. You wouldn't hear noise if you were a noise maker. If you were noisy, you wouldn't hear other noise, would you? I doubt it. That's why you say, shh, 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 shh. Let me, shh. That's why you say that. Why? Because the noises are going to get mixed up. It's like, what? Hold, shh. Let me hear this one. I'm going to ask you a question. I told you I'm going to pitch you something at the end. It's for you to buy or for you to leave it alone. But I got a question for you. Are you a noise maker or are you a noise taker? Do you sit there and just listen to every... flipping through channels, listening to everybody, flipping through radio, XM stations, podcast after podcast, just listen, taking all the noise? At some point, gotta freaking make some noise. How much are you gonna take? Like, seriously. How about you be the noise? How about you flip the channel and then you make some noise? Some of you guys are in groups that I'm in, right? And I've been in these groups for a while, but I'm making some noise now. You know the groups. You would know. Because I'm kind of tired of taking some noises. If you saw last night's live, I piggyback on that, and then the night before that, right? So yeah, I've been a noise taker for a while. Listen, last night call out, right? I call myself out. I've been quiet for a while. I've been taking all the noise, right? People making noises, people getting recognitions, and people going on stages, and people getting money and checks and promotions, and people's teams growing, and this person enrolled another, and this person helped another, and this person lost this weight, and this. This person made extra money, this person did. You hear that stuff too. It's not like it's not like just like coming through my windows. You hear that stuff. You hear people making things happen. Listen, you don't have to be in my business or in my space even. You flip the channel, you see people making it happen. It doesn't matter if you're in network marketing or not. It has nothing to do with that. Like literally nothing. You flip the channel, you hear people, you see people making things happen. You're like, who the heck? What? People are things are happening. People are doing things. I heard somewhere that there were over 2,000 millionaires made over COVID. 2,000. Self-made. That's a noise you hear, right? You take that noise, right? You take that noise. Were you one of those 2,000? Just asking a question. Don't chuckle. Were you? I wasn't. I'm gonna tell you. And then my next question is, why the hell not? We didn't have anything else to do. We decided to take all the noise. I know I did. I admit it. I'm being freaking transparent. But I tell you this. You may be shaken up. You may be like, oh, whatever. It's just noise. I'll take it. And that's okay, right? Or you may say, oh, I better start maybe making some noise, you know? Maybe I should make some noise. And here's what I'm going to mic drop and pitch you with. I'm not going to pitch you on my business. I could. Some of you have really worked really hard to figure out what company I'm with through my profiles or all social media. And unless you've been in the company, you haven't been able to tell who, right? So I'm not going to pitch you my company. Two, I'm not going to even pitch you to look at my business. I don't really care if you do or not. I've looked at it, I like it, I'm going with it. So that's all that matters. I'm not even gonna pitch you that. So you don't even need a credit card to buy a package. Forget about it. I'm not even gonna pitch you on my products. I don't even tell you what they are. So I don't even need money. Here's what I'm gonna pitch you on. You ready? I'm gonna pitch you on your purpose. Whatever you think that is. You go buy into that. I'm pitching you your own purpose. Whatever the heck it is. I don't know what it is. You feel me? I know what mine is. It took me 50 years. I'm pitching you your own purpose. Whatever. You want to be a janitor? That's your purpose, to pick up trash? Great. We need janitors. If that's your purpose, I pitch it to you. And you know what? The good thing is, the seller is you. I'm not the seller. You sell you your own purpose. How about that? And then you decide, hey, do I want to buy from this guy or this girl? Do I want to? You are the seller. The product is only unique to you, your purpose, and you're the buyer. If you ask me, that's like a really good equation for a good transaction. You know the buyer, you know the seller, and you know the product. I don't know, where do you sign up? So I pitch you your purpose. You decide if you want to take some more noise or start making some noise. I had an audition with America Got Talent today. I had to lighten things up, right? So I told you I'm going to up my reels. I'm going to start making some noise. Some people are going to get annoyed very well. Some people are going to love it. Great, you know. So I'm just going to start making some noise. And I invite you to join me in that, in making some noise. Whatever your purpose is, make noise through that. And with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Oh, thank you, Jenny. For those of you, I don't know who stays on and goes off, because the numbers, it's just so weird on Facebook. It used to tell me, like, you know, I would be able to tell, but now I can't tell. So I could have like 10 people on and it would only show me like one person. So I don't know how many are on, how many are not on. So if I missed your name calling you out, I apologize. You gotta drop comments. That way I know you're there. So Jenny, I appreciate you. I know thank you for the stars. I really appreciate that. Shukr, thank you. And with that, listen, if you got some love, some inspiration, some value, you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Tag him, share it, you know, spread the love. And drop your thoughts, your comments below. Hey, let me know if you bought into your purpose, you know, or if you don't feel like the seller is shady, you know, let me know. Would be nice. Enough said. And with that, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.